Just picked this up from the Disney store. Woody interactive talking doll. Let's get into it.
You're watching Today I Grew Up.
Hey guys, it's Today I Grew Up doing another video review. Super stoked because we got this Woody doll from the Disney store. $32.95. I guess it's actually pretty cheap compared to most Woodies you can buy out there. Everyone kept asking me to make this video, so I am answering that video. This is not a Woody I would have personally bought. I bought it because I wanted to review it for you guys, and I also needed the hands inside this box. So you can see his hands are open there. So if you check out this clip from Toy Story 3, actually, the reason why I got this one is because Bonnie, when she waves Andy goodbye at the end of part 3, Woody's hand is actually open. Collection Woody, his hand is not open like that. So I'm going to do a hand swap on Toy Story Collection Woody. I'm not doing that in this video though. We're just gonna focus on this Woody. But I want to let you know why I bought this Disney store Woody. I kind of imagine if Andy had bought this toy at the toy store back then, or if it's an old family toy, which is a rag doll based in the 1950s or 60s era, you would probably get it in a box like this. The Toy Story collection box is really cool, but I feel like this is actually a little bit cooler to me. I really like the artwork. And here's the artwork on the side. Nice artwork. I like that it says Woody's Roundup, and it looks like a Western theme. Here on the back, we have the Disney Pixar logo, talking action figure. So it's a toy detector. So this Woody interacts with Bo Peep and Forky, which I have those. So we're gonna make them interact in this video and see what that unlocks for phrases. The side of the box is kind of repeating the same thing as the other side. So let's open up this Woody and see what it's all about. So here's Woody out of the package, and what I like, the one thing that I don't like about this Woody is that he doesn't come with a stand. So no stand means Andy's coming. And now I have to put Woody on a stand that I bought off eBay. It's a vintage doll stand, so that this Woody could stand. Otherwise, because it doesn't come with a stand, it's gonna fall over. So if you guys want to display this Woody, you can. I know this is probably more of a toy that kids will throw around and play with. I probably will use this as a stunt Woody, to be honest. I plan on throwing this around and making fun videos with it, so it'll work for me. Anyway, the first thing I want to note here about this Woody is what is going on with his arms. It's kind of cool that they're just kind of flopped around. I'll take off his hat. So one thing you guys should know is that his hat is super heavy. I think it's way too heavy. In my opinion, it's like really, really, really heavy. I have a Toy Story collection Woody hat, and it's really light. This one's actually too heavy. Like, listen to this. It's a very heavy hat. I think it's too heavy, and when you put it on his head, it makes his head, like, I don't know, it bothers me. Like, look at this. It's too heavy. But it's, you know, it's fun. It's a fun hat. And at least it's very thick in quality, and it feels like it would hold up over time. I like the head sculpt. You know, I'm not hating on this Woody completely. It could have been worse. It's only $30, considering the new Woodies for Toy Story Collection, Signature Collection, are going for $90, which I think is pretty insane. This Woody is only 30 bucks. And the face, I think Disney tried their best. I don't think they used original Pixar data from the movie, obviously, but they did their best. And the Woody, although his eyes aren't very glossy, I think they definitely did their best, and it's a fun Woody to like throw around. The vest is not sewn shut, so you can just open it and probably take off his vest, which is cool, I guess, if you wanted to do that. So like the movie has a pull string ring. It's a little big, but it's there. His arms are a little crazy though. If you look at the profile of Woody here with his arms, they're just a little too crazy for me, but it makes it more of a fun toy. His jeans actually have real pockets back here, which I admire. I think that's really cool. They seem to be like real, like you can slip something in there if you wanted to. His jeans do kind of feel like a real jean material. Here his boots have really good cactus detail. The spur's okay. I think they could have done better on the spurs. They look a little plain to me, but I like the detail of the cactus. The cactus detail is there. on both sides of the cowboy boot. Now let's look underneath. Under Woody's boot, it now says Bonnie, so it does not say Andy. So I don't know if that bothers some of you guys. I know some of you guys are excited for that because it kind of just means this is a Toy Story 4 Woody because it says Bonnie now on the bottom, or it could be Toy Story 3 Woody. And then on the other side, it's just a plain cowboy boot with some company logo. Jean material is really nice. I love the way they have side stitching, stitching here at the joint. His belt buckle was pretty decent. I think the belt here bothers me. It's a little too long there. I'm not a big fan of that, and it looks cool. It looks good enough. Here his holster is painted. I think it's pretty well proportioned. I don't really see any major problems with that. All around though, it's a really fun Woody to kind of like just throw around and play with. So yeah, it's cool. It just reminds me of something a little bit more goofy and like cartoon-like. This seems like a really cartoon-like representation of Woody. So one thing to note about Woody is that he does have articulation in the wrist here. So his hands do rotate 360 on both sides. I'm going to take the hands off of this Woody for my Toy Story Collection Woody, but I'll do that on another video. This is just to review this Woody. But the hands, they're cool. I think these hands are definitely more movie accurate. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think his hands are movie accurate like the movie? When Bonnie waves goodbye to Andy for the last time? I think it's good enough. Now let's go through some of Woody's pull string features for his voice in this new Disney Store Interactive Woody.
What are you doing out here? Oh, no, we can't stay. Okay, gotta get back. How do I get back? Operation Pull Toy. Hang on, little guy. Gotcha. Everyone, this is Forky. Trash? No, you're not going to the trash. Yeah, okay, all right, okay, that is enough. What? No, you can't go. Forky. I gotta get Forky.
So like my Toy Story Collection Woody, it's really weird that in the back here, they put the sound and the battery compartment goes here for the switches. So right here you would switch to interactive mode for him to interact with the other characters.
You know how it goes. Their little girl grew up, didn't need me anymore, so...
What? No, you can't go.
You know, kids lose their toys every day.
Forky.
Oh, you're kidding. I didn't know that.
I gotta get Forky. What are you doing out here?
I'm getting my sheep back.
Oh, no, we can't stay.
Aw, Sheriff Woody, always coming to the rescue.
Okay, gotta get back. How do I get back?
Oh, I can't believe it!
Oh, you're a lost toy?
Oh my God, look at you! I never thought I'd see you again.
I'm a spork. I was made for soup, salad, bacon chili, and then the trash.
I can't believe I'm talking to a spork. Operation Pull Toy.
I'm Forky.
Hang on, little guy.
So, I was, made by the girl?
Gotcha.
I'm not a toy.
Everyone, this is Forky. Trash? No, you're not going to the trash.
Quick question. What is littering?
Yeah, okay, all right, okay, that is enough.
Oh, not this again.
What? No, you can't go.
Carry me.
Forky.
Can we stop? My sticks are tired.
I gotta get Forky.
I'm littering. Bye-bye.
What are you doing out here?
I'm running away.
So here you have the size comparison of the new Disney Store Woody, Disney Store Bo Peep, and Disney Store Forky. And I think they're really good in scale to each other. I think it's true to the movie, or very close to it. I just think that this Woody is just a little cartoony for me. Looks a little bit more goofy. If you guys get the Disney Store Toy Story collection here of these interactive talkers, they all look great together, and I think they look really cool for your collection. I do like that they all interact and talk together, so that's a really fun feature. If you guys want your toys to kind of come alive, it's awesome that they all kind of talk to each other, interact to each other, and a lot of the phrases kind of make sense when they're talking. Woody being only $30, I think it's a really good value, and it's a fun kids toy that I think will hold up with a lot of kids, and they'll have a lot of fun with it. Here's the size comparison of the new Disney Store Woody with Toy Story Collection Woody, and definitely they're pretty much the same size. They're just proportions are off. They're different. They're just a different design toy. One's from Pixar Digital Data. One's kind of the likeness of Woody. Kind of a fun toy version. Keep your eye out because the next video on my channel will be a comparison video between these two Woodies. So there you have it, the brand new Disney Store Woody. It's only 30 bucks. I recommend for kids to pick this up to play with. Or if you're a collector of the Disney Store line toys, Toy Story toys, then definitely get this. It's not a bad deal for 30 bucks, and it's cool that it has interactive features. You should grab them up because I do notice they're selling them out really fast. So if you can get one, go ahead and get one. I think they're great and they're still fun. If you guys like what you see on this channel, please like and subscribe. That really helps me out. And I'll see you guys on the next video review.